What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Devy Royale YouTube channel. I am your host, Kevin Coleman, at DuBois_22. And on this quick Devy Royale in 5, we're going to be talking about a kind of a lesser-known quarterback, Connor Bazelak, former Missouri quarterback that is transferring over to Indiana. Connor was the SEC co-freshman of the year in 2020 as a redshirt freshman. He kind of, he showed himself there, and in a surprising move, he transferred out of Missouri. I don't know, a lot of people didn't see this one coming. But last year, what you kind of saw a lot of, I will say he didn't take that step forward that a lot of people thought he was going to take. He kind of took a step back. 2021 season, he had 246 for 377, 65% completion percentage, which isn't bad. 2,500 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. His whole time at Missouri, he threw for over 5,000 yards. He had 23 total touchdowns, 17 interceptions. And he had about a 66% completion percentage. He started 20 games out of 24. He produced pretty high at the SEC level. Missouri, again, when we're looking at based on the SEC talent, at least they're playing against SEC opponents. Missouri's always been kind of in the middle of the pack or lower. But it's an interesting fit. When he's coming into what Indiana has, when we look at that, he's basically going to be behind Donovan McCulley, Jack Tuttle, maybe Dexter Williams. They needed a quarterback after Michael Penix left the program. So he's probably going to come in and play right away or start. So I think he's an interesting guy to talk about, especially for C2C purposes. As a quarterback, delivery is okay. What you like to see from him. His mechanics is okay. Short, intermediate, accuracy is okay there as well. So when we're thinking of him as a quarterback, when we're thinking of him in that aspect, really what it sets, he's an average quarterback. Accuracy, short, intermediate, mechanics. I think he fits well into a system that puts him in the right spots that can run a little bit. When we're looking at who they're going to have running backs in that position, they've lost some guys, obviously. Jabron Payne's going to be there, Josh Henderson. They're going to maybe have some transfer guys in there. Charlie Spiegel's there, Chris Childs. So they're going to have some guys in there, but they're going to have to put him in good spots. Let's just take a look at the film and kind of show what we're working with a little bit. You'll see his delivery and his accuracy is okay. He doesn't have the arm strength that you would love. So when you talk about Connor, arm strength is not going to be the thing that you fall in love with him, but he does a pretty good job. You'll see him kind of miss some throws low. But again, he does a good job when they put him in the right system there. You'll see Missouri does a lot of quick hitters and things that kind of put guys in space. That's their offense. And again, I think he's going to fit in well in Indiana's offense. They've shown to have a good offense. And I think if he can come in there and do those type of things, those are the things that you want to see from him. And then when we kind of highlight what he does, delivery mechanics is there, short, intermediate. When they put him on the run, I don't think he's actually that bad on the run. I think he actually looks better at some points when you got him on the run. I think that's kind of what you're looking for in a quarterback. And if you can go to Indiana and do that in the Big Ten, I think that you can have some success. Again, when you're looking at what he's going to have from the receiving rooms, they're kind of starting over in Indiana. But, Miles Marshall is going to be there. Emory Simmons is going to be there. Jacquez Smith, Javon Swinton. Okay, those type of guys, you're going to see that, and he's going to be able to deliver the ball to those guys. Will they succeed? It just kind of really depends with how well that works. But you'll see him here. I think he has the one thing with him. He had 17 interceptions in his career. He tried to push the ball a lot downfield too many times. He tried to make too many things happen. Now, a lot of those interceptions, though, because they had negative game scripts. Will they have negative game scripts in Indiana? Nah, I don't know, as much as they did in Missouri, right, when they're playing SEC opponents. It's a little different playing against Rutgers and some of these other guys. So I do think that'll come down a little bit. He's got to limit that as well. I don't think he's ever going to have a big arm strength, but if he can do that, find the guys that are in the middle of the field, find the open receiver, kind of do that well. And I think, like I said, I think he's pretty good on the run. Like, a few of the 5 or 6 passes that I watched today, just to kind of get ready for this, I've watched Connor more than that, obviously, but I think that his value comes on that run and his ability to kind of run out. So if they get him out in those little areas, I think Indiana it'll benefit him. Okay. Now, as far as where he's going right now, and he's not a Devy asset by any means, so I just like to put that up there though, just to talk about it. C2C, I've gone through a couple big drafts with 45 rounds. I saw him get drafted in the 42nd round, and I saw him go undrafted. So I do think that he has value because he's going to be a starting quarterback. Will you draft him? I don't know. You're probably on some rosters already and not a startup. But if you're in a startup situation, last couple rounds, you might want to take a shot on a starting quarterback. I don't hate the move. I do think maybe you wait for him, pick him up on waivers, and that's kind of where you get him. So just wanted to let you know about Connor Bazelak. What is he? What can we expect from him in Indiana? If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And hey, be sure to check out the podcast. We really appreciate that. We've got a ton of views on that one in the last few weeks. We're very, very appreciative of that. So you can find the podcast below in the description. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys next time.